How you get so much favor on your side? Accept Him as your Lord and Savior.
Okay, so I was purchasing this concordance, and the cashier mentioned that she didn't know how to use it. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a video in case people don't know how to use Strong's Concordance or even know what a concordance is. So basically, I purchased this King James concordance to go along with my King James Bible. It's basically a dictionary for every single word that's in the King James Version Bible. All the words in the Old Testament, all the root words are made up of Hebrew and Aramaic words, and then all the words in the New Testament are made up of Greek words. So this just gives you a better understanding of what the words mean when you read the Bible. It's a really good resource to help deepen your study of the Bible. So I figured we would look up the word diligently. According to Hebrews 11:6, God will reward them that diligently seek Him. So we're going to look up the word diligently. He's been telling me for a while now, diligently seek me. And so I thought it was funny when I brought this book home, flipped it open, and guess where it flipped to? Yep, flipped right to the page where it had diligently. So you see both words, diligent and diligently. Remember, we want to find it in the context where we found it, which was Hebrews 11:6. So it will show everywhere, every verse in the Bible where the word diligently is, and it's in order of the books of the Bible. So you've got Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, First Kings, so on and so forth. But we were looking for Hebrews. So Hebrews 11:6 is the rewarder of them that diligently seek Him, which is going to be G1567. So that's Greek 1567. So we're gonna then go to the back of the index and look for the Greek index that says 1567. Okay, so this happens to be at the bottom here. G1567. This is diligently in the Greek. This is the root word. This is the English transliteration of the word. And so let's read it. It says from G1537, which is another word, and G2212. So basically it's saying that it's like it stems from these two words. Sometimes it'll tell you like the derivative of the word, where the word came from, like the root word, which is probably what this is. So we'll look that up in a second. But let's go ahead and read. To search out, for example, figuratively, investigate, crave, demand by Hebrew, worship, inquire, require, seek after, carefully, diligently. So yeah, before the definition, it'll tell you where it comes from. So G1537. We're going to look for G1537. Yeah, so it's basically telling us the root of the word, which is EK, I believe is what it was. EK. Yep. So if you want to do a deeper dive into the word, it tells you where it stems from. Primary preposition, denoting origin, the point whence motion or action proceeds from, out of place, time or cause, literally, figuratively, direct or remote. So yeah, it's got all that. Investigate. And then the other one is saying that it comes from this word as well, G2212. And just keep in mind that these numbers don't mean anything specifically. These are not the meaning of the numbers. This is just an index on where to go. So again, we're looking at the word diligently. It told us that it's from this specific word. Remember, that's the root word, English transliteration of uncertainty, affinity, to seek literally or figuratively, specifically by Hebrew, to worship God, or in a bad sense, to plot against life. B, go about, desire, endeavor, inquire for, require, will seek, after for means, and then it says compare. So it gives us another word that compares with this one, G4441. Okay, and again, you can go as deep as you want, but just from my experience, a lot of the words don't have a lot of comparable, or not every word that you look up is going to have comparable words that you'll have to continue to look up. This just happens to be an example of one. But again, you've got the Greek root, the English transliteration of it, and it looks like it is breaking down just the root word pytho and what that means here. And then, of course, they've got more words. So that's basically how you use this. The numbers here, again, don't look up numbers and thinking that you'll have the definition of what the number is. These numbers go with the corresponding word that is in alphabetical order in this concordance, in this dictionary. So yeah, don't go in here looking for the meaning of numbers, because you're not getting the meaning of numbers. You're getting the meaning of the words in the Bible. Okay, so let's look up one more. Let's do one from the Old Testament. We can look up the word meditate. That's here in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. So meditate. Let's look up meditate. So with it being in the Old Testament, it's going to be a Hebrew word. So meditate. So remember, the words are in alphabetical order, regardless of whether they're in the Old or New Testament. This is just like a dictionary. So meditate. And remember, it will show, and remember, you gotta remember this is King James Version. So not all of the words that you see in other translations will be in this book, because sometimes what is in other translations are not in the King James Version, and vice versa. So just keep that in mind. So meditate, we want to look at, remember, these are all the scriptures that the word meditate is in order of where they are in the Bible, in order of the books of the Bible. So Genesis, Joshua, Psalms, Isaiah, Luke, so on and so forth. So we want to look for Joshua. Oh, and if it's shaded, that means that's what Jesus said directly. Okay, so Joshua 1 and 8, but thou shalt meditate therein day or night. So it's going to be H 1897. All right, like I said, it's going to be in the Hebrew portion of the index. 1897. I had it. There it is. All right, so that's what the word is in Hebrew, the root word. It says a primitive root, compare. That's another word that we can compare it to murmur in pleasure or anger. By implication, to ponder, imagine, meditate, mourn, mutter, roar, soar, speak, study, talk, utter. So remember, the word that we're looking up is meditate. Imagine, meditate, mourn, mutter, roar, soar, speak, study, talk, utter. And then if we want to, we can compare to this word here, 1901, which actually is just should be down here. 1901, from an unused root akin to, and there's another word, properly a murmur. For example, complaint, meditation, musing. So God wants us to meditate on the word day and night, not to depart from it. Speak it, even if it's under our breath. Just to always have it in our mouth. Murmur, complain. I guess we can inadvertently meditate on bad things too, right? When we complain, we're meditating on, it's a form of, or it's the same thing as meditating or meditation when we complain. Or murmur. I guess just like you can meditate on good stuff, you can meditate on bad stuff. So yeah, hope that helps your study. This has been a pretty cool resource so far. Oh, there are also a dictionary of there's a dictionary basically of pronouns, prepositions, and common words. So let's say for the word and, it'll tell you every single place where the word and is, starting with Genesis. So you can imagine all the ands. It'll tell you, what's that? Deuteronomy, Joshua, gives you the chapter, verse. I mean, this is just another appendix.